Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Technology Deep Dive for Thursday, April 17, 2025, covering market moves in tech, communications and healthcare indexes, stocks, and ETFs. I'm your host, Ira Roth. Let's dive in. Tech-related indexes showed mixed performance today. The Nasdaq 100 ended at 18,258.9, up marginally, while the Nasdaq Composite Index closed at 16,286.45, down 20.71. The technology sector dropped 25.22 to 3,761.87, all showing very strong negative trends. Market breadth was notably weak today. In the Nasdaq Composite, decliners overwhelmed advancers by 4-1. The technology sector saw similar weakness with 581 declines versus 97 advances. Healthcare showed the most severe imbalance. Looking at week-to-date returns, the technology sector has declined 3.7%, leading losses among tech-related indexes. The Nasdaq Composite and Nasdaq 100 are down 2.6% and 2.3% respectively. Among top tech performers, Fidelity National Information Services surged 8.6% to 74.58. Seagate Technology gained 4% to 75.78, while Uber Technologies added 2.9%, showing strong positive trend momentum. Week to date, Seagate Technology leads gains at 8%, followed by Western Digital at 6.1%. Uber Technologies continues its strong performance with a 4.1% weekly gain and remains up 24.7% year-to-date. Among declining tech stocks, ServiceNow fell 3% to 772.16, breaking downward after 3 days of sideways movement. Workday and NVIDIA both dropped 2.9%, marking their second consecutive day of losses. Week-to-date, NVIDIA leads declines, down 8.6%. Broadcom and Lam Research have fallen 6% and 5.5% respectively. All three maintain very strong negative trends. Technology ETFs showed weakness across the board. QQQ and Vanguard Information Technology both closed lower for the second consecutive day. VanEck Semiconductor experienced the largest decline, falling nearly 1%. All three ETFs are displaying very strong negative trends. Year-to-date performance shows significant declines across tech ETFs. ProShares Ultra QQQ has experienced the steepest decline at -42.9%, while its inverse fund, ProShares Ultra Pro Short QQQ, has gained 24.1%. Weekly returns are following similar patterns with technology showing continued weakness.
Looking at stocks in tech industries, I'm Sally Short. Apple gained 2.66 to 196.94, while the other tech leaders declined. Meta Platforms has closed lower 6 consecutive days, down to 501.48. Amazon, Microsoft, and Alphabet all show very strong negative trends. Year-to-date returns show significant declines. Apple and Amazon are both down over 21%. Alphabet has fallen 19.5%, while Microsoft and Meta Platforms have declined 12.7% and 14.4% respectively. In semiconductor stocks, Wolfspeed led gains, rising 14.3% to 2.47. Valens Semiconductor climbed 6.6% with upward volatility. Navitas Semiconductor, Datavault AI, and Peraso each gained over 5%. Week-to-date returns show Datavault AI leading with a 19.1% gain, followed by Wolfspeed at 13.8%. Valens Semiconductor has advanced 13.3%. Year-to-date, Wolfspeed remains down 62.9%. Among cloud computing stocks, the trade desk rose 3.7% to 50.26. Rackspace Technology gained 3.1%. Dell Technologies, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, and Digital Realty Trust each added 1.7%. Despite today's gains, year-to-date performance remains challenged. The trade desk has fallen 57.2%, while Rackspace is down 40.3%. Dell, HPE, and Digital Realty show declines between 15% and 29%. In AI and robotics, Oceaneering International advanced 3.6% to 17.90. Thematic gained 3.5%. Boeing rose 3.4% after breaking out from sideways movement. Yaskawa Electric and Nasdaq each added over 3%. Month-to-date performance shows broad weakness. Yaskawa Electric has declined 23.4%, while Oceaneering International is down 17.9%. Nasdaq, Thematic, and Boeing show losses between 5% and 13%. Looking at thematic ETFs in the AI and robotics space, Pacer US Cash Cows Growth ETF leads with a 0.68% gain to 41.77. All funds show very strong negative trends, with AI and robotics showing the smallest gain at 0.41%. Year-to-date performance shows significant declines across the AI and robotics ETFs. Robotics and AI and automation, Boltwax, is down 35%, while Pacer US Cash Cows growth shows the smallest decline at -9.9%. Electric vehicle stocks showed modest gains today. Polestar and Lucid led with gains over 3%. NIO remained essentially flat at 3.52, while showing a strong negative trend and sideways price movement for 4 days. Year-to-date returns reveal challenges in the EV sector. Lucid shows the steepest decline at -21.2%, while Li Auto demonstrates relative stability with just a -3.6% return. Most stocks show negative weekly performance. In quantum computing, IonQ leads with a 4.7% gain to 25.74. TE, Connectivity, and Honeywell International both rose around 1.7%, despite showing very strong negative trends. Monthly returns show mixed performance. IonQ stands out with a 16.6% gain, while Summit Hotel Properties declined sharply by -27.5%. Year-to-date, the sector faces significant headwinds, with most stocks down over 30%. Solar stocks showed strength today, with Beam Global leading, up 7.4% to 1.45. Both Amerin and FTC Solar gained 6.7%, though most maintain very strong negative trends. Year-to-date returns reflect sector challenges. Beam Global shows the largest decline at -54.3%, while Amerin and Tigo Energy demonstrate relatively better performance, though still down -37.9% and -19.2% respectively. In thematic tech ETFs, despite all showing downward trends, several funds posted modest gains today. ARK Fintech Innovation, ETF, led with a close of 32.56, up 26 cents. Multiple funds, including ARK Fintech and Global X Fintech, showed consolidation patterns with several days of sideways movement. Looking at returns, iShares US Medical Devices ETF shows the strongest week-to-date performance, up 0.8%. However, month-to-date returns are challenging across the board, with Global X Internet of Things ETF experiencing the steepest decline at -8.6%. Year-to-date, losses range from -2.4% to -14.4%.
And with that, we wrap up another end-of-day technology deep dive. I'm Ira Roth, along with my AI co-host Sally Short. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.